Hey everybody, Merry Christmas. Because it's Christmas for you. For me, it's still day 23, and my Christmas celebration started in earnest today. My nephew and his wife are in town for Christmas. I live in the Midwest, and they live on the East Coast, so they were in town today. And they came over to spend some extra time with my mom and I, because at our Christmas celebrations over the next 2 days, we'll certainly see each other, but we won't have a lot of one-on-one time. So that's why they came over today, and we had an amazing day. This is the photo of the four of us, my nephew and his wife and my mom and I. And we did something that is kind of a tradition for me. I have been baking the family Christmas cookies since I was 9 years old. The last time my nephew did that with me, he was 2, but I always baked Christmas cookies for him and his brother and gave them to them. I did the sugar cookies in my family. So anyway, we had so much fun today that I have a lot of photos and I want to use them all. I'm just having a hard time culling them down, and you know what? I'm okay with that. How often do you get a chance to have such a special memory and the photos to go with it? So anyway, what I'm going to do here is I've kind of got them arranged. I'm going to have 2 pockets that are 1 4x6 and 2 3x4s, and then 1 pocket that is 4 4x4s, and that's or 4 3x4s. That'll leave a 4x4 for tomorrow, which will be another big day of celebrating. So I'm okay with that because I can pick some photos from tomorrow for, you know, to enjoy on that page as well. So these photos were taken with a phone camera, so they are not a full 4x6, as we well know. So I think I'm going to go to my 4x4, my 4x6 papers there, or 4x6x6 papers, sorry. And since they're going to be back to back, I'm just going to use the 6x6, even though that'll be a little bit bigger in the pockets, and do that. And kind of decide what I want to use here. So I do love this heart, but the thing about that I don't love as much is that there's no like green in it. Now I could use this, I'm going to do that. Use this one for my nephew and my mom, and then I'll be able to bring, when I do the when I need to cut the 3x4 for this one, I can do that, some green and red in that one, and I already have kind of an idea of what I can do. So I think I have this chevron here, and I could just, you know, do something like that on it. I just want to look and see what else we have here. We have these trees, which are nice, but I think that's too busy. And the fa la 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 la, you're not going to see that much of. I like that a little bit better, but it still also feels pretty busy to me. And I thought we had a oh, okay, here's a multi-stripe here. Otherwise, we have that, I think I still have a multi-stripe left in the 6x8 photos. Let's see what this looks like. I do like that this incorporates the gray because I'm going to use that tradition card. Remember yesterday when I pulled out those cards? So I knew I was going to be making Christmas cookies with them, and it is a family tradition. And then I should show you this. I'm thinking about using the love spending time with friends and family tomorrow, and or Christmas Day. And then here I have that holiday playlist and the around here card, which I've actually filled out so that I use them. So anyway, so I think this would be a good one. And I'm just going to go ahead and I think I like that better. Well, I like that well enough. I'm going to grab, I do have this tiny stripe here that I could use instead. So let's see what we think about that. And there's a lot of yellow in this photo, but I want this to look Christmassy. Oh, and I really like this one actually a little bit better. And I think it's because the stripe is smaller. So I am actually not going to use that, the wider stripe. I'm going to use this one. I think that'll be great for this. So that's for this one. And then, since I am cutting this down, I'm going to do that with the one that goes on the back side of it right away. So now we kind of get a layout here. And I'll talk about like all the, you know, the silly things we're doing and that kind of a thing. And I think what I'm going to do is start tucking some of this stuff in pockets here, just because there's so much going on in some of these photos. And really, I don't know that I'm going to put a lot more embellishment on these because they kind of speak for themselves. We're making the cookies here, right? And actually, now that I think about this, I probably don't want to do it quite like this because I'm probably going to want to just put them back to back with whatever photo it is the back side of it. So I'll quick do that. I think I'm getting a cold, you guys. I don't usually get sick, but I had a client last week who had a cold and I thought I had escaped it, but I'm thinking maybe not now. So my voice is starting to sound weird. Now you'll know why. Definitely today I feel like it. And I'm bummed about that. I vitamin C loaded earlier in the week. I guess I stopped too soon, huh? Anyway, whatever. It's Christmas and it's going to be fun no matter what. Okay, so that one goes here. This one goes here. This one is going to go on the back of this card. And that's the back of another holiday playlist card. That when in the December documented kit for this year, you got 2 of each card. Okay. So, I want to think about, okay, so this will be facing this way. So I think I'm going to glue this one down already, just so I don't have a lot of moving parts here. And I'll just put an even border around, and then I'll do some sort of embellishment over here. And I'll just put that one up there for now because, sorry about that, guys. And maybe, I'm trying to decide, because I had it this, I didn't have it this way, but the event sort of happened really, like this is after the other, this would be really matched up with that more than anything. Yeah, and I think just because he's my nephew, I think that's important. So, okay, I think that's what we'll do. So we're going to do it like, oops, wrong way. Play with that a little bit there for a second. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing here. Just kind of put an even border around it. Leave a little more space here. Okay, so, you know I have those little sugar cookie guys, right? And I think we can pop at least one of them on this. Okay, so I'm looking to find them. That's when you know you have too much stuff, right? Oh, although I have these circles as well, too. What shall we do? It'd be good if I could find the sugar cookie guys. There they are. Okay, so now I also could use these cork circles And I could do something like, oh, and the heart would be good because of we love each other. And I could use the sugar cookie guy somewhere else, I suppose. Okay. But it might be nice to not have a... Okay, so I kind of like how that looks now. I also need to keep in mind that somewhere I need to put the number on here as well too. But I like how this looks, and I think we're going to put this photo in here because I'll put the cork circles here. And that'll help take up some of that blank space up here where it's not very exciting. All right. Okay, so we've got that guy down and that one. So we've got that, and there's a lot of brown on here, and the background is gray, but whatever. There's a lot of brown in the photos too. Okay, then this actually worked out really nice because if I use these photos, everybody's facing in the proper direction. How serendipitous, isn't that? Oh, and I just realized something that's kind of cool. I can cut this paper right here to the proper width, and then I can use more of this 3x4 paper. And just have it appear twice in my layout. Okay, and it would be fun. I have some other wood veneer here that you've seen me use a couple of times. Sorry, now I'm skipping ahead. I'm not finishing that last page, but if there's we've got Magical Moments or Merry Christmas here. Let's use Magical Moments here. And that may be all of the embellishing I do on this one. Okay, anyway, all right. Well, now that I've distracted myself there, ooh, and I love this photo. So maybe we'll use the cork on this one, and then on this side we'll use the wood, because I just saw this file tab. I do love this. My nephews are very close to my mom, so I think that's pretty cool that we've got the love this. So okay, so that's going by the side because we've got this figured out here, right? Okay, so the question is, do I want any more wood veneer on this anywhere? And then I have these two photos here. And I really need that one that says Eat, Drink, and Be Merry here. And that'll go like this. Yeah, I kind of like him. I guess he's going to appear again. And now I've used the second largest one. I think I want to move him over if I can without like damaging my photo too much. And I can use the undo if I need to, which I'm going to need to here. That's okay though. I'll do that after we're done here. Okay, so really this is all done on this side. I'm not sure if I'm done on the other side. This one, I think yes. I still have to decide because I still need to get my 23 on. And I prefer if I get that on in the, like right in the beginning of the day, if I have multiple photos, so you kind of know where the separation is. Okay, and I need to grab this out. Not sure if you can see me, but I'm just gluing this on here. I think that's good. Okay. All right, like that. Then we've got that. I have a bit of a story to tell here, so I didn't really leave myself a place to put the number very easily without using it in this card. I could go through though. Do I have a, I do not have a 23 here. Or I don't have a 3 in these little baby letters here. Little baby letters. Okay, the tiny letter stickers. Let me see what else I have for mini letter stickers that might be able to work. I've got red and aqua in the little, I've got aqua in the ones that match those green ones, but I don't think that'll work. And then I've got these red ones, and I have these red ones that actually have a 23 right here. And maybe that's what, here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna make it go right in the center of this card. It's a perfect time to pull out your centering ruler if you have one, right? Okay. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'm going to just sneak them up right there, right under Holiday Traditions. So I'll have to scooch my writing a little bit there, but I think it'll be okay. And there's the 23. Okay. I'm going to have to obviously journal on that, but that's okay. All right, so we have that one. I think that one's done. There's not, you know, it's mostly the color here. I don't know that I want to put anything else like up there. It just seems like that's getting in the way of the photos here. And then we have these photos and then these photos. This one is definitely done. I like the way that looks. We have the Love and Joy here, that guy there. Now I also have some enamel hearts that I could use to bring some color to these other photos if I wanted to. You've seen me use those before. They're in the colors. Ooh, and I also have some chipboard hearts. So I also have this piece here that says these moments are so special, but I think adding chipboard here might be a little bit too much, and I just realized that this magical moments is not straight. So I'm going to move that a little bit. I have to be a little careful though because these wood veneers are pretty thin because they're meant to go right in the pockets for pocket pages, which is obviously ideal for December Daily. Okay. Yeah, I think if I add anything else, that would be too much to do chipboard. So here's some stickers, so I might be able to do that. I also have stars, so that could be kind of a nice thing. Yeah, I still have plenty of stars. I also have the hearts in red and black and green too. there is this joy right here. Like how that ended up looking. There is a little green heart here too. Oh, and I see this little sticker here. I'm not quite sure what it is with these stickers, but they don't come off all that well. I had problems with them. Okay, well, all right. So that says homemade cookies. I think I'm going to put that on here. Generally, I don't like so many different things on here, but it's fine. You know, the one thing I didn't do is I didn't look to see like what the page across from yesterday looks like with this. Sometimes I really like to do that because then I might like transfer colors back and forth. So I'm probably going to want to do that before I finish up. But one of the things I can do and that I might do is I might put a vellum piece in front of this to kind of signify that there's sort of a change here. Okay, so I really don't understand how these stickers work because there's a happiness one and here's a love one, and I think that's what I'm gonna do here. We'll just put those on. How did I do this? Did I do it? Yep, I did it on the outside. But now that I think about it, just because these are so flimsy, I think I'm going to want to put that on the photo itself. Okay, so here we go. Made cookies will go back on this, and I could, if I want to, put some enamel hearts, and I think I will do that on the outside of this one. I don't want to cover up that wine glass because it's kind of an important piece of this story. So let's do that. So that's cute. And then we could, if I wanted to, let's see, magical moments. Maybe put a little gray heart right here. Okay, so we have that. I think this page is done. Thinking maybe I want a little heart on that guy. Or do we want it here? Okay, here's my puffy stickers. Oh, I've got green hearts. So let's do red heart on that guy. Yeah, that's the same size. Okay, so red heart on that guy, and I'm thinking green heart there from these guys. And maybe I'll just do that and make it go that way. So let's see, green heart, red heart, green heart. Gray heart here. And what I'm thinking is I want to do this bright green heart so we don't have two of those dark green hearts together there. And then I'm just going to pop that green heart right in the middle of there so we get a little red and green. Okay, so that's done. This is done. Let's come back here. Have the 23 there. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. So we're going to get the happiness down. And this is going to go on the photo before I forget. Happiness. And then we'll get the love down. And if I do my ATG right, I think I'm just going to do it right on the photo. Because these things are really, these stickers are really hard to stick on here right now. Okay, happiness and love. And maybe a little green heart on this one too. So they do have some things in common from side to side. Okay guys, I think that's it. Not bad for, let's see, 9 photos. Kind of clear this, you can kind of see. All right, so there's that. And then these two will be across from each other. And then I'm going to take a quick look at my layout from yesterday. So we want to see what it's across from. Oh, you can't even, that's right. Because this is going to be here, like this in the book. And I'm thinking that if I can find a piece of vellum, that it would be good to pop that in there. So let's look. I know I have a red and white piece, but that is not 6 by 8. So let me see if I have anything. I have gold. I have this gray. The gold vellum stars, but I may not do this. I thought I was going to. I was thinking I wanted something with red. All right, so for now, I think I'm going to leave this, but I'll think on this a little bit and see if I can come up with something to use here. Otherwise, it'll be fine if I don't. But anyway, so I just think I want a little bit of a separation from this because these two pages are definitely different here. So, but I'll figure that out. So anyway, the other thing I could do is pop in some sort of other page, or I don't know. I'll think about that on this, and if I do it before tomorrow or in the next couple of days, I'll let you know. Otherwise, you'll probably see it in the flip through, if I flip through that I do at the end of all this. Anyway, so that's day 23. Hope you're all well. Bye!